As is always on Kilroy Films, live streams, this is an impromptu, get my words out, impromptu live stream. Yolobox Live just released an update in the last couple of days for the Yolobox Pro, and anyone who knows me, has followed the channel for a while, will know that the Yolobox Pro is one of the key tools I use for switching when I'm doing live streams for events. So they've released an update, and I'm really excited because I'm hoping this update is going to have improved some things, and the only way really to test it is to go live. I think it's a good thing to go live. This is going to go into a live stream series about products, I guess, and live streaming tools that I'm going to start to do. I'll create a playlist on YouTube predominantly that will talk about all the tools and things I use to live stream. As I buy new things or add new things to my kit, I will go live and talk about some of those products, which may be useful to anybody that's thinking about hiring Kilroy Films, or also anybody else that's in the live streaming community and wants to know about live streaming products as well. But the other key thing I'm going to be doing is, I obviously started live streaming mainly due to the pandemic, and I started live streaming events like weddings and funerals and birthday celebrations where the pandemic was causing less people to be able to go out to these events, so people wanted to reach a wider audience. That's an obvious reason to live stream an event, basically. However, now we're coming to the end, hopefully, fingers crossed, it looks like it, especially here in the UK. People might think we don't need to live stream anymore, but I'm going to do a series talking about why live streaming events is still going to be a really, really key thing, but also, more importantly, live streaming for businesses, and why live streaming could be and should be, in my opinion, a really valuable asset, a really valuable tactic in your marketing, your marketing kit bag, I guess. So yeah, why should you consider live streaming as a marketing tool as well? So this is going to be a series that I'm going to start doing in the next few weeks, hopefully. So if any of those things I've just mentioned are of interest to you, then please do subscribe to the channel on YouTube. I'm live streaming to YouTube and Facebook at the moment. Subscribe to YouTube, follow me, hit the notification bell and all that good stuff. And on Facebook, obviously, if you prefer to watch on Facebook, make sure you follow. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll start a weekly series of live streams. Yeah, if there's anything you could think of, whether you're a live streamer, you're thinking of getting into live streaming, or you're someone who is a business owner, or you know a business owner, and you're thinking, how can we use live streaming as a marketing tool? I don't understand. That's what I'm going to be talking about in the future. If you don't know what the Yolobox Pro is, it's basically, this is the original Yolobox, which is off at the minute, so you can't really see it. It's an Android-based device. The original Yolobox has a couple of HDMI inputs. It's an all-in-one box that will basically allow you to encode and go live like I am now. I'm going live with its bigger brother, the Yolobox Pro. But you can switch, it's a switcher, so you can switch between the various inputs, and the Yolobox Pro has 3 HDMI inputs as well as a USB input. The original has 2 plus 1 USB. It has HDMI out, both of them do, so you can actually take your program out and send it to a computer, or not to a computer, sorry, but to another screen for people to view in the live event. Or what I do is actually send it to another encoder, which allows me to bond signals. We won't go into that tonight. So it's a switcher, it's an encoder, so you can stream directly from it, as I say, like I am tonight. And it's a restreamer as well, so if you use the Yololiv servers like I am tonight, I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube concurrently, so that's a really powerful thing that this little box lets you do as well. And it's a recorder, so you can record onto the SD card, the inbuilt SD card as well. So switcher, monitor, recorder, encoder. It's got an SD card slot in the bottom, so you can bring in pre-recorded videos, graphics to put on as overlays. I decided to put that on. You normally put that transparent in the corner somewhere, but you can bring in graphics on these devices as well. Pre-recorded content like the one that was playing at the beginning, my little intro thing. It's super powerful, but what they've released recently is an audio mixer as well, so you can actually mix your audio inputs. So like me, if you've got 2 cameras, 2 cameras coming into the Yolobox, like I have tonight, you could bring audio in HDMI 1, which is that camera there. I could have audio coming in via HDMI 2, which is that camera there. And I've just thought, have I still got, yes, I have got follow. We want to take follow off. That may have been causing some of the interference, because I've also got audio coming in via this microphone. It'd be better seeing me on that screen there. This microphone here as well, and that's going directly into the Yolobox, okay, into a mic in or a line input. I think I've got it in mic input tonight. So you can now, with one of the latest updates, mix all of those audio sources. So if you had a microphone attached to either of the cameras, and you could have 3 cameras, remember, as well, you could have those microphones picking up ambient noise in an event, and you could have some microphones directly into your Yolobox for your main narration if you're narrating at an event, or there's people singing, or whatever the event is. And you can have things like, I usually use these Rode Wireless Go's, which are, get rid of my face, which is a receiver that can take 2 of these microphones, and you can attach lapel mics to them and all sorts. You can have 2 people mic'd up going straight into the Yolobox. I have a small mixer that I actually attach sometimes, which means you could put one of these and another similar device I've got going into the mixer. So now I've got 4 microphones going into the mixer and then going into the Yolobox. There's lots of ways to add audio, but the fact that the Yolobox team or the Yololiv team added audio mixing capabilities actually into the Yolobox is really cool. But when they first released it, the sync wasn't great, and hopefully people will be watching and they'll be able to tell me, and I'm going to watch back whether my lips are synced properly to the audio, because they were slightly out. And one of the first things they've updated in the last couple of days is that lip sync thing. So you've now got the ability to delay your audio, which I'm going to do slightly now. With me, it looks like my lips are synced. I've put a 20 millisecond delay on using the new feature on the Yolobox Pro. And you could go right up to 125, I think, is that? Yeah, 125 millisecond delay on your audio. And you can do that on, I don't think you can do it. No, you can't do it on the HDMI inputs, because the idea is if you're bringing audio from the HDMI cable of one of your cameras, it would be synced with the video. However, I had a problem where it wasn't when they did the last update, but it seems to have fixed that now. But if you're bringing it into the mic or the line in on the Yolobox itself, then you could have a delay, because audio actually travels faster than video in terms of a signal. So they've enabled anything that's going directly into the Yolobox to have this delay slider, which is really, really useful. And I'll show you a view of this in a minute, because another feature I want to talk about is coming up. Another thing they've done, which I'm not going to test tonight, is enable USB out to USB on a computer. So you could bring in your Yolobox and all of the cameras attached to it into something like a Zoom meeting, or, you know, any I can't think of any video conferencing platforms now, but all the video conferencing platforms, you can bring it as a webcam effectively and switch between multiple cameras. At the moment, however, audio will not go in via that USB out. So, or it's more the USB in, because you can USB out to other devices, to HDMI. So that would be really powerful as well, because a lot of people want to use a device like this for Zoom meetings and all of that good stuff. I did test it earlier, over the weekend actually, yesterday, and because the audio is going straight into my computer, I didn't have any software, but you could obviously have software that would delay your audio. I haven't got any, so it's completely out of sync, so it's not usable for me at the moment. However, Yololiv are due to release an update that will enable the audio out with the video, so it'll be synced with the video. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be cool. Something they released a while ago that I haven't tested, and you're probably wondering, why am I sitting here with this green screen behind me? Because this is a new feature in my little studio. It's green screen chroma key. So I'm going to show this live. I can click on this little button on my input and put on key switching. So I just click on it, and this will key out my background, and I can choose any background image, off the SD card. So any image I've loaded onto the SD card. There we go. So my logo's come up now. If I go to this other camera, which I haven't set up chroma key on, and obviously the green screen's not going right across the back of me, I haven't got that logo. From a marketing point of view, a program point of view, a show point of view, if you're going out live to an audience, having whatever you like in the background is really, really cool. But another really cool thing that you can do is, actually I'm going to do it the other way around. So I want to show you something else first. We're going to come back to the green screen in a second. I don't need to plug in power. Let's leave power over there. The other thing I found out, and this I actually found out from the official worldwide Yolobox, I think. Yolobox or Yololiv. We'll have a look in a second because I'm going to show you this feature live. There's a user group on Facebook, and there's loads of us that use this device all over the world, obviously. That's why it's called the worldwide one. Plugging in a smartphone as a source straight into the Yolobox via HDMI, and I already had a USB-C to HDMI cable, so I thought I'd give it a try tonight. Someone posted about this. It's not something I think that Yololiv push or mentioned. I hadn't seen it in any marketing materials. Possibly it is in the marketing materials, but I hadn't tried it, and I couldn't think of a use case for it. But now I tried it out today. So let's plug this in. And my Yolobox is now just looking at HDMI 3. It's thinking about it. Yep, I think it's got it. You will see in a second what is being shown on my phone. I've just landscaped it as well, so it should fill the screen. It doesn't quite fill the screen because it's not a full 16:9. But yeah, this is the official Yololiv user group. There's over 3.4 thousand members. And yeah, I encourage you to get on that if you're thinking about getting a Yolobox or you already have one. Join the group, because I learned about adding my smartphone as a source from this group. So I think it's pretty cool. But the other thing I can do, and this is where I think I might have a use case, is I can add in a picture-in-picture video now. And I can use HDMI 3. I can select that. I'm doing this live whilst live streaming. Select that as my background source, if you like. And then select SD card video. Sorry, no. HDMI 2, which is my Chroma keyed view. Select that. I can play around with the scale, so I can make my Chroma keyed bit look bigger or smaller. I can move the position. I'm going to keep myself bottom right. I can click done. So what I've just done is now set up a new source, a picture-in-picture source, which is this one. It's making me laugh because I've never done it before. So I've got my phone screen as the main screen behind me now, and me here in the corner. Let's move the microphone off because it looks a bit weird if that's there. Hopefully you can still hear. So I'm just thinking this could be pretty powerful. For example, I'm gonna quickly go back to a different screen because I don't want to give away things on my phone, personal information or whatever. But if I quickly jump to one of my pages, my Kilroy Films page, where I'm streaming on Facebook at the moment, and just go down into the live section of that page. Doesn't matter if I go back now. I don't mind showing you this. And then click on the live stream. So this is actually the start of the live stream playing behind me. I don't know if the audio, no, the audio shouldn't be coming through yet. No, because I've got HDMI 3 switched off. But if you wanted to, because of the mixer on the Yolobox, we can put the audio on for HDMI 3 as well, then turn it up on my phone. And we should click on the live stream. So this is actually the start of the live stream, not playing behind me. I don't know. I'm not sure why. The audio, no, the audio shouldn't be coming through yet. No, because I've got HDMI 3 switched off. But if you wanted to, because of the mixer on the Yolobox, we can put the audio on for HDMI 3 as well, then turn it up on my phone. And then click on the live stream. It's because my voice was talking. It is. So this is actually the start of the live stream. Not here. I can turn the HDMI 3 off because it was confusing the hell out of me. I got really confused then, but I was actually hearing the audio from HDMI 3, which is this live stream. If you set up your live stream in advance via an RTMP, then you can enable rewind and fast forward on your live stream. But because this is live now, I haven't set it up in that way, so I I haven't got any settings, so I can't rewind the live stream. But what I was thinking was, and let's just come out of this for a second because it's confusing me. It's probably confusing you as well. What I was thinking was, is if, say, for example, you're live streaming a sporting event, you could be monitoring your live stream on your phone, which is what I do anyway, to be fair, because the whole point of the Yolobox kit is that it's mobile. You can attach this is the original, as I said, you can attach this to your tripod that your main camera's on. You can have a wireless camera somewhere else out on the sporting event, bringing a feed into wirelessly, and you're very compact. You don't need a computer to go live, but you do want to monitor your live stream. I personally do. You can see that you're live on the Yolobox. You can see if you've dropped any frames. You can see the quality and everything detailed to you on the Yolobox itself. However, I like to see my live stream as well. So like I'm doing now on the phone, I can see the live stream. So I'd have my phone on me with the live stream on anyway. And I normally have a set of Bluetooth headphones so I can hear that the live stream's getting audio as well. But now I figured out, thanks to the user group, that you can plug the Samsung Galaxy S10 straight into the Yolobox and use it as a source. You can bring it in as a source, as I said, like that. Boom. But what I'm thinking is, if I set it up properly, like I said, if something happened at a sporting event and you wanted to replay it, if you had the rewind functionality set up in your Facebook stream, you could rewind and play that out to the live stream and see that thing again, see that scene happen again. Now you could set that up in a side-by-side view as well on the Yolobox, so you don't miss any live action. You could have your live action happening on one side of the picture, and you could have your replay, i.e. my phone as a source, watching the live stream back on the other side, and you can rewind and go back a bit. So that's all I was thinking. This could be pretty powerful. I haven't really sat down and tested it and thought about it thoroughly yet, but I think that could be pretty cool. Also, the fact that the live stream here that I'm watching, that I'm downloading, is probably delayed anywhere between 10 to 20 seconds. If something happens, you've got 20 seconds before it happens on your view anyway, so you don't even need to rewind, to be honest. You could see, I don't know, football's the easiest one. A goal gets scored, you watch it for 20 seconds live. It's only going to happen on here 20 seconds later, so you can watch the goal again, potentially. I don't know if there's any other shouts in the comments about any other users that have thought about how they can use their phone as an input to their live stream, how that could be useful. Then yeah, let me know. Glenn, hi James, can you throw up the chat comments onto the live stream? Do you know what? That's a feature I've never done before either. So Glenn has just said that. Let's just get rid of the layer that will be distracting and go back to the comments. So you should see on the live stream now as well, Glenn's comment on YouTube, can you throw out the chat comments onto the live stream? I've just done that. If you're streaming with the Yolobox itself, because I'm at home and I'm on my decent quality, I'm on Wi-Fi actually, I'm not even Etherneted in, I'm on Wi-Fi. But I've got a really good stable Wi-Fi. I tested it thoroughly before we went live. I can do that, but I normally program out from my Yolobox to another encoder, so I wouldn't be able to throw up the comments.